I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Smack-a-macabre, it is time for the only news that matters on Black Sabbath Sunday. And Ozzy Osbourne has blasted his former Black Sabbath bandmate, Geezer Butler, for not calling him to check up on him while he was battling a host of health issues in recent years. In the autobiography, Into the Void, The Birth of Black Sabbath and Beyond, Butler addressed his current relationship with the singer, writing, "Me and Ozzy are fine. It's just that we're both ruled by our wives. He's got a big heart and always there for me in times of trouble. We might not be as close as we were, but we'll always be brothers." Well, Ozzy told Rolling Stone UK, he blamed the breakdown in his friendship with Butler over a falling out between his wife/manager, Sharon Osbourne, and Geezer's wife/manager, Gloria Butler. He said, "Tony Iommi has been very supportive of me since my illness. Geezer Butler hasn't given me one phone call. Not one call. When his son was born, I phoned him every night, even though we were at war with each other. Black Sabbath and me, after I was out of the band, I thought, fuck it. He's my mate. I'm going to call him. But from him, not one call. It's sad, man. We all grew up together and he can't pick up the phone like a man and see how I'm doing. Even original Black Sabbath drummer Bill Ward has been in touch with me. And I said some things about Bill, and I don't know why I said it, but when I came through my illness, he contacted me. I'm in shock. I'm just very sad that he can't just call me after all this time and just say, how you doing? He's an arsehole. Asked why him and Geezer had a falling out in the first place, Ozzy said, his wife and my wife had a falling out. But that's just fucking nothing to do with me. Are you really gonna hide behind your wife's skirt because of that? During an August 2020 appearance on Steve-O's Wild Ride, the witch, Sharon Osbourne, while eating fried babies, was asked if it was correct to say that when the original Black Sabbath lineup reunited more than a decade ago, it was done on her terms, with her husband owning the Sabbath name and the other members of Sabbath acting as employees of the band. The witch replied, "It's about right, but Ozzy and Tony own the name. Geezer and Bill don't. So it's Ozzy and Tony that own the name, and they are partners in Black Sabbath. So you're kind of right, Ozzy and Tony are equal. And at the time, the other guys, it's kind of like pay to play." Ozzy filed a lawsuit against Tony back in 2009, claiming that Iommi illegally stole ownership of the band's name in a filing with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Ozzy sued Iommi for 50% interest in Black Sabbath trademark, along with the portions of Iommi's profits from the use of the name. The Manhattan Federal Court suit also charged that Osbourne's signature lead vocals are largely responsible for the band's extraordinary success, noting that its popular plummeted. You know what, man? I can't read the rest of this. That pissed me off. What the hell? Ozzy's voice is what made Black Sabbath? Are you high? Are you on crack? Come on. It's Iommi. Butler and Geezer. It's all four of them, man. All four of them made those songs that special. You don't believe me? Listen to 13. And then get back to me if Bill wasn't missed on that album. What What kind of ridiculous crap is that? I didn't even know about that lawsuit because I don't keep up with all this garbage. But also, look, I love Ozzy Osbourne. I do. He's a god to me. He's fucking awesome. He's the original singer of my favorite band. But Ozzy his brain's fried. I mean, how can he possibly say that Geezer Butler's hiding behind his wife's skirt? Man, even before Ozzy married Sharon, he was hiding behind her skirt. Remember Bob Daisley and Lee Kerslake? They were a tight band. Sharon messed that up, and Ozzy went for it, and it kept happening throughout the whole career. You had, Phil Suzanne got fired because of. I know Jakey Lee and Ozzy. That's kind of like, yeah, I blame Ozzy for that one because he didn't get along with Jakey Lee, and Sharon got along with Jakey Lee better than Ozzy did. So I don't really blame Sharon for firing Jake. I think Jake had a lot to do with it. And according to Jake, it was Phil Suzanne that talked Ozzy into firing him. But Phil Suzanne denies that. So who knows what's right. And a quick plug for Jakey Lee. Watch his interviews. His interviews rule. But anyway, I mean, come on. And Bill Ward. Here's another thing. Talking about hiding behind the wife's skirt. What they pulled on Bill Ward back in 2011, nobody defended Bill Ward. Nobody. Not Tony, not Geezer, not Ozzy. None of them. And then later on, Bill Ward did say in an interview it was, really Sharon. Sharon was all behind it. And then Ozzy now, Monday Morning Quarterback, that 13 out, man, Bill should have been on it. And Tony has also said stuff, I don't know why Bill wasn't involved at the end. Come on. We all know. How can you not know? Ozzy and Tony Iommi both were hiding behind Sharon's skirt. It was disgusting. It was a total, it was backstabbath. It was not Black Sabbath. And, yeah, but, Ozzy probably forgot, though, But he does mention in an interview, I did badmouth Bill. I remember that. That was after Bill got shafted, where he wasn't going to take this bullshit, contract. He wasn't going to sign it. And then after he didn't want to sign it, Ozzy badmouthed him in the press. And Bill Ward, if you ever seen that documentary, I think it was God Bless Ozzy Osbourne. And I think it was like Ozzy's 60th birthday or something. The only member of Black Sabbath at that birthday party was Bill Ward. Bill Ward's always been like really, really loves Ozzy. To the point when, they did the Heaven and Hell album and he's out on tour. He missed Ozzy so much. And he had a lot of, drinking issues and this and that. It was part of leaving the band was because Ozzy wasn't there. Because Bill Ward loves Ozzy Osbourne. And for Ozzy Osbourne to treat him like crap, it's unacceptable, And there's Bill. Bill calling him now, with all these health issues and see how he's doing. Because Bill is a stand-up guy. Bill is an awesome guy. Tony contacting Ozzy too is really cool too. I don't know if that has to do with business or not. Don't poke the piggy bank. Call the piggy bank up and make sure everything's okay. And Geezer's like hiding behind his wife's skirt just like Ozzy's done a trillion times. Is it cool that Geezer hasn't called Ozzy? Of course it's not cool. It's horrible. But the wives, man, they're hiding behind the wives' skirts, and it's just, oh God, I can't stand Sharon Osbourne, man. She's such a problem. She really is. Yes, she saved Ozzy's life, but man, what she's pulled since then, kicking Phil Suzanne in the knee in front of Randy Castillo's casket that was open, that's sickening, man. That's a sick woman. And Ozzy also came out and said that he would not go on stage in a wheelchair, saying, what's the point of that? And I'm glad he did that, because, I mean, not that I would go see Ozzy anyway, even if he was standing, because my days of seeing Ozzy are over, because I want to remember him from that last time I saw him in 2010, which was an amazing Ozzy show. I've seen some Ozzy shows that were bad and some that were great, and the last one was great, and I want to keep it that way. He did come back one time after that, and I refused to go. But either way, I love Ozzy, and if he was to do a show in a wheelchair, it would be sold out arenas. It's weird, right? People are strange. They would go see somebody way after their prime, you know. Whatever. Enjoy the fakeness. Now, Geezer did fire back at Ozzy after Ozzy let out that statement. And what Geezer said was he emailed Ozzy to see how he was doing, but because he lost Ozzy's number. So he emailed one place, and I think he said it was Sharon's email, I'm not sure. And she read it, I think she replied, or maybe didn't, but he sent another email after that and never got a reply. Well, Tony Iommi called Ozzy Osbourne. Bill Ward called Ozzy Osbourne. Why can't Geezer call either Tony or Bill to get Ozzy's number? I don't know about that excuse, man. I ain't falling for it. Well, anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the only news that matters. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring the little notification bell. Leave your comments below. What do you feel about this whole mess with Ozzy and Geezer Butler? Hey, and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so nevermore shall we see you again.